Pengo is an arcade game developed by Korealand and published by Sega in 1982. You control Pengo, a red penguin that resides in the Antarctic. The game takes place in an overhead maze made of ice blocks, where Pengo crushes bob-like snow bees by sliding blocks into them. The objective is to survive each round by eliminating all the snow bees and snow bee eggs, while optionally lining up the 3 diamond blocks for a large bonus. There are 2 versions of the arcade game, each with different music. The first uses Popcorn as the theme, and the second has original music. Apparently there are a few other small differences as well. Oh, and yes, I am awful at this game. Well, as you'd expect, the Atari 2600 port is basic looking and also pretty basic to play. The trouble is that the game moves too slowly, resulting in a rather boring experience. It doesn't help that it's also quite easy. I think the Atari 5200 port should be renamed to Attack of the Killer Kirbies, since that's what the snow bees look like when they're walking down the screen. As far as the port of Pengo goes, however, this is pretty bad. It's slow and slows down. The AI is dumb and it's way too easy, making it quite a slugfest. As for the Atari 8-bit line of home computers, their ports were identical to this one. Surprisingly, the Game Gear port is quite accurate to the arcade original in terms of level design. I do find Pengo himself to be comically oversized, mind you. As far as the gameplay goes, there's not too much to complain about if you like the arcade game. For those who didn't, well, you're not gonna like this either. Sega Saturn port can be found on the Sega Memorial 1 disc. This is pretty much a straight up port of the arcade game with not much else to talk about really. I'm also surprised that Sega managed to get the license for Popcorn for this port. I'm not sure if this is an official port or just a clone. Some sources on the net seem to point towards this BBC Micro version being unlicensed. However, unlike the million other clones, this actually looks like Pengo and is called Pengo. It's just a shame it doesn't play that well. The enemy AI can be rather cunning, trapping you into a corner all too easy. The mazes are overfilled with blocks and the enemies also move way too fast, making this port really annoying. Found on the Mega Drive remake game Pengo is the original arcade version. This is pretty much a straight up port of the arcade game that now scrolls due to the difference in screen resolution used by the Mega Drive. Unfortunately, Sega couldn't get the rights to Popcorn, it would seem, leaving this port with an alternative soundtrack. This game was originally a location test game in 2010 that featured up to 8 cabinets linked together. The location test was again tried out in 2012. It proved to be successful enough to warrant Triangle Services porting it to the Xbox 360, as part of the compilation set under the title of Guests in Love plus Pengo. Let's take a look at all those versions of Pengo running side by side.